Come on now. Yes. Ah, greetings. Now, I'm here playing what I believe to be the best version of the classic 1980s computer game California Games. Yes, the classic addictive game that lets you play a selection of popular Californian sports originally developed by Epic Software in 1987 for the Commodore 64 and then ported to many other formats of the same time. But it wasn't until the launch of the Atari Lynx in 1989 that the best version of this game came out. California Games came bundled with the then powerful and delicious 16-bit colour handheld console. To me, there's just one reason why the Atari Lynx has the best version of California Games, and that is the BMX course. It's a totally different course to the other versions, and there's a certain ebb and flow about it. There seems to be some kind of physics to this game that you just don't get with the others, and with it you can perform almost an unimaginable amount of stunts around the course. Now, I will present you with myself playing this course to attempt our best score, but first let's take a quick look at the BMX courses on the other formats of the time. So this is the original Commodore 64 version. There we are. The Nintendo NES version, ported by Rare. Quite nice. There. The Sega Master System version. Quite liked this version. It's a bit easier to control. And the Sega Mega Drive or Genesis version, probably the second best version. And even the Amstrad CPC had its own version, although the tracks are pretty much the same. And finally, here is the ZX Spectrum version in all its glory. Wonderful. None of these versions, though, have the charming menu music of the Lynx that remind me of a vintage anime or role-playing game. Observe. Yes, didn't the cheery animation and music go very well together indeed? Now, I digress. Let's look at the Atari Lynx before we play the BMX. So, this is my Atari Lynx, or should I say Atari Lynx 2, the second model to come out. Very pleasing to look at. Look how beautiful it is. I do so love the orange font there on the black case. Lovely buttons there. And you have a flip button. If you are left-handed, you can press that while playing the console and it will flip the screen upside down and you can turn around the console thus so to play. Very handy if you are left-handed. But I just love the chunkiness of it. Look at that D-pad and the chunky buttons. Look at the girth of this object. It's so very pleasing. And when you take the cartridge out, let's have a look at California Games. Look how slim and slender in contrast to the console it is. It's just such a lovely tactile object to pick up and play. And of course, Lynx being the name, you can link up with your friends and family of up to 8 players by daisy chaining a link cable. Now, let's play the BMX. So, this is California Games on the Atari Lynx. Lovely animation there. Footbag by Pete someone. Halfpipe by Stephen Jungles. BMX by James Donald. There you see the number plate flips twice to show you the credits so you have time to read them all. Anyway, there you can see there are 4 games in the Atari Lynx version of this game. It is missing the skating and the flying frisbee or disc games that are in the other versions of California games, but I do not care about that. These games are quite good, but I'm here for one thing and one thing only, and that is to play the BMX course. Let's do it. And this is it. This what makes, in my humble opinion, the Atari Lynx version of California games the best version of them all. And straight away you can see the course is different. Look at that. Did you see that stunt? You just can't do stunts like that on the other versions of BMX. And that hill, lovely jump there. This is just a test run, of course, before I attempt my high score, just to show you the course and the things you can do in this course. Look at that. Quick tip for anyone trying to get a high score in this game: you actually do not need to move your bike up and down until you get to the end of the course, which is that haystack there. If you time all your jumps perfectly. As good as James. James being the guy who designed this course in the credits. Now, keep your eye on those pixels on the top left there and watch. Yes, look at that. Such a good effect for handheld gaming in those days. Let's try again. Now I will attempt my high score this run. Okay, didn't quite work out. I will still attempt a high score though. I am a bit rusty still. You have to time each jump and flip perfectly on this game. And to do that you need to memorize the course. And once you do, you get such a good momentum going and can perform lovely stunts. Just like that. Excellent. Now this version of BMX, I believe, is the only version where the man riding the bike isn't wearing a helmet. Unless that is his helmet. Now I must avoid this haystack. Didn't move down fast enough. And 403 points. Not quite as good as my last round, a bit disappointing. So, this is why I believe the Atari Lynx version of California games to be the best version of all the other formats. Interestingly, Epix Software, who originally made California games, was actually the original developer of the Atari Lynx before it was acquired by Atari, and it was originally called the Handy Game. Ha ha ha. Now, please do go and play this version of BMX of California games and try to get the best score you can, and please let me know how you get on. Goodbye.